They are taking us down the road to socialism, which is characterized with socialized medicine, taking over car companies, taking over control of institutions. And you will notice that every time they take something else over, they package it as a crisis. So most people aren't paying attention. And then when you look within the legislation, you find that they've got a lot of little grenades in there to get more and more control. Now, I started using the S word about a year ago. And then I had some people send me emails, you know, some of the nan and the nan crowd. What do you mean socialism? We don't have socialism in this country. And I'd send them an email back, oh yes we do, it is coming.
Hey Herman.
Yes.
Question, you know, we're talking about socialism / communism. You know, you get the 3 steps of make the people ignorant, make them dependent on the government, and disarm them.
Yes.
As a 12-year veteran Army Ranger, I'll take care of my own house.
There you go.
Government secure our borders. How close do you think we are to that 3rd phase line?
I think that they are moving in that direction. They want to make the gun laws more stringent. They are moving in that direction, and you're absolutely right. But they haven't been able to move it as fast as some of this other stuff yet because they wanted to get health care out of the way. The next one that they want to do is cap and trade and tax and kill. That's another sham piece of legislation, folks. That's another sham piece of legislation. It's not gonna control one bit of carbon, okay? But to your point, they are gradually doing it little by little by trying to make the gun laws that much more stringent. Yes?
We've got Claire.
Claire.
Hello there, Herman.
Hello, Claire.
Pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
As the mother of 7, the grandmother of 18, and 6 great-grandchildren,
Congratulations.
my fear is that they are indoctrinating our children in the schools
Yes.
with the textbooks.
Yes.
And I shouldn't say all, an awful lot of professors and teachers are way too liberal.
Yes.
I fear that the books that we're buying every year are becoming more and more liberal.
I agree, and here's what I would recommend. First of all, what she just said is the reason, as parents, you better be more involved with the education of your kids. Not everybody can send their kids to private school, but if you can, send them. But if you can't, you've got to be involved with your kids' education. I can remember an incident when my son was going to school, and we were able to send him to a private school. And he came home one day saying something that he had learned in school, and I said, what is that? Let me see that. And when I saw it, it was a different variation of the Lord's Prayer. But that school didn't call it the Lord's Prayer. I said, oh, that's what this is. So we have to pay attention to what they're putting in front of our kids. We cannot be passive because look, first of all, there are still a lot of great teachers out there who really do a great job at trying to educate our kids the right way. Thank you to all of the great teachers out there. Not all of them are trying to indoctrinate, but we do have some, which is why we have to stay on top of what they're teaching our kids. Next question.
Next up is Joseph.
Joseph.
Hey, Herman Cain, I was just thinking about today's youth, and you were talking about that. And,
Yes.
A lot of, like he said previously, in order for a country to become a communist state, our people need to be ignorant. I noticed that a lot of today's youth have become ignorant and don't even know our history, don't even know when Washington was born or when the Declaration of Independence was signed, when our country even became a country. And I'm afraid that someday if they take political office, they'll just repeat the mistakes of today.
They already have taken political office. Y'all didn't get that, did you? The hippies from Woodstock are now running Washington, D.C. Am I right, Sharon? That's a very good point, and this gets back to the point that I made earlier about the fact that This is why we have to do a better job of understanding and being prepared and understanding the facts ourselves so we can be armed with the facts. So if you get an opportunity to help educate somebody, then you will have information to pass on to them. I am encouraged by the number of young people that call my radio show or I meet. You know, this band that's playing here tonight, doing such a great job, they listen to me on a regular basis. That's a good sign. Not only are they good musicians, but I said, you do? Yeah. And I get a lot of young people that are waking up and connecting the dots. So don't give up, just work on them one at a time. Yes, ma'am.
Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, Mr. Cain. I recently turned 18, and like you said, the future impacts me. So
Yeah.
what advice can you give me when I go to vote? Because my parents say conservative is the way.
What advice would I give you when you get ready to go to vote? First, know a little bit about the issues. And there are many ways to find out about what the key issues are, and also find out where each of the candidates stand on the issues. Because come general election, you've got a choice of one or two, the Democrat or the Republican. So first, know a little bit about the issues. Secondly, know where each candidate stands on the issue. And then make your own decision. That's why this is the greatest country in the world. Okay.
I know you're in prayerful consideration for running for the President of the United States. I, for one, want to say a couple things about that. Number one, I'm so thankful to have someone in prayerful consideration of what would be good for this country.
Thank you.
Number two, I want to let you know that I also am in prayer that you see fit and get the answer to run. I'm actually pleading with you to run.
Thank you.
And the third and last comment is, I will volunteer for your campaign and work full-time for you. I pledge to you right now, if you will please decide to run for president. We need you, Mr. Cain.
Thank you. Next question.
We've got Kirby.
Hello, Kirby.
Mr. Cain, will you run for president?
Kirby, do you know what prayer is?
Yes.
I am praying about it, and after some considerable prayer, I will make a decision. But thank you for asking, Kirby. Thank you very much.